some of the graphics of how large it was yesterday. I mean, it's still impressive today, but see how large it was yesterday? My goodness.
Very large, very well-defined storm yesterday. Not as well-defined this morning and not as strong as it was yesterday, but still, you know, it's a Category 4 hurricane. It's a major hurricane that's making its way across the Caribbean. And, you know, the same high-pressure system that is bringing us the heat is also helping to direct this thing towards Mexico and keeping it kind of away from us here in southeast Louisiana. Here's the satellite picture, and you can see this is the infrared shot showing you Beryl and Invest 96L, which is headed towards the Caribbean itself. But Beryl, that well-defined eye is not there. It is still having a big impact on parts of Haiti and the Dominican Republic and even into Cuba as well. But we're real concerned about Jamaica, of course, in the direct path of this particular Category 4 hurricane that is moving out over water that is in the mid-80s, which is plenty warm enough for further development. But it's also headed towards an area of greater wind shear, which will help to weaken it as it moves past Jamaica and headed towards the Yucatan over the course of the rest of the week. But this storm is just a beast of a system that is going to do a lot of damage in Jamaica, and Invest 96L is moving into the Caribbean, and the models aren't in agreement on what's going to happen with that over the course of the next several days. But here's a look at the National Hurricane Center forecast track for Beryl. You see making its way past Jamaica as a Category 4 storm into the Yucatan as a Category 2 hurricane, redeveloping in the southwest Gulf of Mexico, or the western Gulf of Mexico, becoming a Category 1 before making landfall in that Texas-Mexico border area as we go into next week. Models are generally in agreement that this thing is headed towards that same area as the National Hurricane Center forecast track, and Invest 96L has a low chance of developing into a tropical system. Here's the European model taking this storm past Jamaica, past the Caymans, into the Yucatan as we go into Friday, back into the Gulf of Mexico for the weekend, and then into Mexico as we go into Sunday night, away from us here in southeast Louisiana. But we're going to feel some of the effects of this storm. We're probably going to see the sea state increase, and we're going to feel those winds as well. But the bigger issue for us today is the heat that's back. The heat advisory covers the North Shore, Hancock and Puerto Rico counties, parts of the South Shore. There's an excessive heat warning for lower Tangipahoa Ho and parts of St. Tammany Parish. 83 is the temperature at the airport, where it feels like 95. 86 at the lakefront, where it feels like 100 degrees. The UV index is lower than it's been for the last couple of days, which is some good news. And there's a little bit of rainfall along the coastline, and that's the big difference today. Our rain chances are at 50%, so some scattered showers and storms are a possibility. Right now, we're all in the 80s except for Galliano and Port Fourchon. Feels like temperatures by noontime in the triple digits for everyone across southeast Louisiana, and your highs in the low to mid 90s today, with that 50% chance of showers and storms in the forecast for your Wednesday, and looks like a 40% chance is going to be in the forecast for your Independence Day. And then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, your Essence Fest forecast says temperatures in the mid 90s, heat index values in the triple digits, and days your rain chances are pretty low.
All right, Damon.